was an outstanding conference win for us, and our team went out and we played well on defense. Just offensively, we weren't consistent enough, and then in special teams, we were really outstanding in special teams. We got a turnover where we were able to lead to a touchdown, and then you get Beaumont loose on one, and we get a penalty, and then we're able to break him loose in the start of the second half. But just defensively, it was just an overall effort and the best effort. They put in a great game plan. Didn't know who the starting quarterback was going to be. Found out on Thursday, but it didn't change our plan. We'd already put a plan in, and the whole plan was to go in and stop the run. We knew this. We knew that Connecticut was a very physical football team. So we challenged our team that, we got to go play physical, guys. And I told our offense that Bilal Powell's not going to come out of the game until he gets his 1,000 yards. And he got his 1,000 yards. But it just an overall team effort, and our guys played really well.
I think you challenged him, just talked to him and told him this is what you told us just then. Is that basically what you did?
Like I told him it's going to be a 15-round fight today, and then we're going to see who's going to end up at the end of 15 rounds, who's going to be left standing. But we needed to go out and play physical, and Connecticut had always had a reputation of being very physical. But we feel like we're a physical football team. We can run the football well, and we can go stop, and we need to go stop the run.
Coach, we had 7 penalties for 70 yards first half, not one at all second half. What did you say to them in the locker room to curtail the penalty situation?
I said there's guys out there that officiate this game, and the reason why they're out there so you can't hold anyone, you can't chop block, you can't jump off sides. There's a reason why they're there, and we had to eliminate the foolish penalties, and that's what we had. Those penalties stop drives. If you look at offensively, we're moving the ball with Cameron Graham, and then Cameron gets a penalty, and then we get a chopping penalty, and then we get a procedure penalty. But that's what stopped our drives, and that's why we weren't able to be consistent enough on offense.
Is this your team's best defensive performance?
Up until this point, you had your second shutout, but it was a conference game, so it was a really good defensive performance by our guys.
What do you think they did the best?
We had to go in and stop the run, and we couldn't let Todman get loose in the running game, and that was really key for us to go in and stop the run.
How impressive is it that Patrick, a week after getting hurt, comes back and has the interception and plays pretty well?
Well, Johnny Patrick needs to play like that all the time. He's talented, and he needs to go play well. He's a senior, and I expected for him to play like that.
Get back to Tom. How were you able to stop him? Nobody else has.
Just Todman?
Yeah.
Well, it just comes down to we had to stop the run, and we knew this, that we were going to load the box, and if we had to put 8 up there, we were going to put 8 up there, but we cannot allow them to get going running the ball, because every game you go into every game with the notion of making a team one-dimensional. So how are you going to make them one-dimensional? Stopping the run.
Was that did that factor into starting Brandon Dunn? Is he more of a run stopper, or did he just earn his way through practice?
No, what happened? Scruggs had been just nursing a little injury, so we just made a decision. Brandon Dunn, you're going to go out and you're going to start today, and he played pretty well for a freshman, starting his second game, because out at Oregon State he actually started, so he came back and started his first conference game.
Are you disappointed, Charlie, that you had to kick 4 field goals, or how do you feel about that situation?
Well, not really. I mean, we got a score, and we was playing well enough on defense where we just couldn't give them a touchdown. And we knew it. We were up 13-0, and we just like, we can't let them score because we're playing well enough on defense. And each game is going to, you don't know what's going to happen in each game. We've been playing well on offense, and defensively we've been struggling. So today we play well on defense, and offensively not so much struggle, but we got our field goals. And Philpott, you got to have to give him credit. He missed 2 last week. He bounced back this weekend. He knocks down 4.
Did your coaches talk to him after that, or during the week, or see the kind of kids you don't need to talk to about bouncing back and that sort of thing?
No, kickers are a little different. You can't say much to him. It's that mental approach. you don't want to say much to him. I think that he understood and Coach Carter runs our special team. He does a great job of running our special teams, and he's able to talk to him. No other coach says anything to him. Coach Carter can handle that.
Charlie, you talked in December about worrying about maybe being a little too small against some of the bigger teams in the league. Connecticut got the biggest offensive line in the league. What does that say about your team, the improvement they made to be able to stop the running?
Well, they are a very big offensive line, but what we need to do is we're small, so we're going to have to move a lot, and that's what we're able to do is move guys and not allow them to just come off and just stay in one spot, because if you stay in one spot, they're going to mash you and they're going to knock you back. So we had a lot of movement today, which was we were able to get off and just run, because when you're small, you got to use speed and quickness, and that's what we're able to do today, use our speed and quickness.
What about Beaumont's punt return, the one that counted? How did that all take place? What'd you think of it?
Well, just looking at it, we felt like we were going to get the middle return. We got it the first time with him, and then it was just the second time, guys on the special team, on the punt return team, they did a good job of just walling their guys off, and Beaumont was able to get it to the punter, then just beat him one-on-one. But, it's great for him. It's his second touchdown. For a guy who didn't have any touchdowns at all, he's got 2 already.
You have the slogan, take another step. How big of a step was today?
Oh, it is a big step because within this conference, it's a good conference where now you're 1-1. And what you talk to the team about is you can control your own destiny because from here out, you play every team that's left on the schedule. Cincinnati beat you, but they got beat last night. So you have a chance to go play each team. So it's up to us how far we can go. But it is a step. It is a big step today.
Syracuse knocking off West Virginia, South Florida winning. Is it wide open league again? Is that something you talk to your kids about?
It is a wide open league because you look at it, look like now everyone has a loss.
That Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's the only one, right?
Yeah. What about, did Beaumont come back faster than you thought he could, Charlie, just by his way he worked rehab and so forth? Or did you talk about his return a little bit?
Well, Beaumont, he's special because he's a young man and he's so driven and he works so hard. And when he came back, I kind of figured, I didn't know it was going to be as quick as it was. And I was probably thinking more this week that he would be back. But it was like he was just relentless in the training room. They gave him some type of device to take home, and he took it home with him so that he could sit at home with whatever it was on his leg, so he could get it nursed back. But just the way he just put in time, I think he wore our trainer Kyle out because he's here 6 o'clock in the morning. He did everything he needed to do, go to class, come back. I mean, it was just how special. And then he comes out there the first day of practice and he started running around, and all the guys start looking at him. And that's why I always say, hey, just give me 10 Beaumonts and I'll be fine. Just give me 10 of them.
Why was it so important for you to get allowance 1,000 rushing yards today?
Well, because he was so close and he played so well. And I think Bilal Powell's the best running back in the country. I believe that. So it was just so important for, he was 102 is all he needed. I said, we got to get him his 1,000 a day. And I told the offensive line, we're going to get him his 1,000.
How was the Gatorade bet?
Oh, I know. I didn't even know it was coming,
Is that because of the shutout?
I don't know why. First conference win. Who knows? For something around here. Who knows? It's always a lot of first. Thank you, guys.